Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk today about the Ashwin Willemse interview on Eusebius McKaiser's show. And I watched it twice just to make sure I was looking at it objectively and not subjectively. And it wasn't that good of an interview. Okay, the reason supposedly the interview was going to happen is so Ashwin Willemse could explain why he walked off the set on the air on the Supersport rugby show, basically. And he was doing that show with two other South African rugby legends, Nick Mallet and Nas Botha. Well, what had happened was there was a dispute off the air during commercials, but when cameras rolling, the dispute kept happening, and Ashwin Willemse cried racism and walked off the set. Well, Ashwin Willemse was given a chance to explain himself, which he didn't do. And there was a committee investigation, and the committee investigation, which was made up of South Africans from all walks of life, white, black, colored. I'm not sure, because it wasn't in KwaZulu-Natal. I'm not sure if they were Indian, because it was in the Cape area. But it was from South Africans from all walks of life, particularly South Africans that were in the Cape area. Well, there was no racism was found there. And even though he walked off the set, Supersport had asked Ashwin Willemse, they said he could come back. Well, Ashwin Willemse hadn't explained himself, and as far as I know, he hasn't came back. Well, he went on Eusebius McKaiser's show, and that was the only show he would do. And at the beginning of the show, to give Eusebius McKaiser credit, they had to ask Ashwin Willemse numerous times to come on the show. Well, the interview of the show was about 49 minutes long, and I checked. They did not even get into the Supersport incident until 32 minutes into the show. Most of the show was about Ashwin Willemse's humble upbringing and tough upbringing. He had a tough upbringing. I'm not going to dispute that, and he overcame a lot of adversity. But basically, what it was done was to basically get people to feel sorry for Ashwin Willemse and to have sympathy for him, why he did what he did, which I thought was very unprofessional. What he did with Supersport was very unprofessional. And basically crying out racism, but not explaining why Nick Mallet or Nas Botha were being racist, because I don't think they were. He offered no public explanation as to why they were being racist. Well, so basically it was, and he agreed not to talk too much about the Supersport incident, talking about Ashwin Willemse. That was part of the agreements for him to come on Eusebius McKaiser's 702 radio show. And I really think it was just staged questions, to be honest with you. Yes, Ashwin Willemse has not been a deadbeat dad at all, and that show, Eusebius McKaiser noted that. He has several kids with his wife, and he is very active in the child's life, and Ashwin Willemse grew up in a single-parent household. His dad left. Ashwin Willemse's dad left when Ashwin was 2 years old. And that is a major accomplishment. I'm not taking that away from Ashwin Willemse at all, and I'm also not taking away his rugby abilities. But how he handled Nick Mallet and Nas Botha was very unprofessional, and basically, in my mind, trying to play the race card. Okay? And yes, Ashwin Willemse has his master's degree, and he got that under, and the odds were stacked against him, and I have to give him thumbs up for that, and they talked about that in the interview. But there was a lot of excuse of Ashwin Willemse's unprofessional behavior with Supersport, which I didn't like. So go check it out yourself. I'll listen to it twice to make sure I didn't miss anything or I wasn't being emotional while watching that interview, and I wasn't. So hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.